Hi everyone, my name is Megan and this is Thrift Flip with Megan. And today I'm going to share with you what sold this weekend. So this is all my sales Saturday, Sunday, and I think 2 early sales on Monday. I'm going to grab my book with all my sales on it. And I'm going to go through these one by one, showing my cost of goods, what I sold the item for, and then my total profit. This is going to combine my eBay, Facebook, and Poshmark sales. And honestly, this is my first Facebook marketplace sale that I actually sent the item out through the mail besides local. So I'm kind of excited about that. Maybe might learn to cross-list more to that. My app just started offering it, so I'm playing around with that. We'll see how it goes. First item up, I'll start with this flight jacket. It's an all leather men's jacket. Size is 44. This jacket I got at the same shop that has all the bag sales. They have this on the side, I think for like $10. I bought it for $10. The sale price was an offer through eBay. Payout was $16, and then profits only $6.10. So this jacket, there's a spot on the front collar. I'm gonna pack that up later because I've got to fight that into a poly mailer. But I shouldn't have paid $10 for it. I thought the style was going to be better or do better, but I think the size is kind of what held it back. It would be equivalent to like a men's medium. So I just took the offer, get it out the door, and move on from that particular piece. Where are my other poly bags? Oh, these ones. Next up is this Poshmark sale. It was a pajama set from Victoria's Secret, size medium. I'd gotten this I think it was a Christmas break, and it was a thrift store that was clearing out a lot of their inventory. And they had every individual item. If it wasn't marked, it was $0.25 a piece. And this one was marked, and for the set, it was $2. I also had a long sleeve black set with like jogger pants and a top. And I think that one was $2 as well, but I kept that for myself because it was pretty cute. Kind of like a Henley cut top. But usually I try to sell stuff first, but that one I really liked for myself. And I don't have a lot of matching PJ sets, so I thought that was cute and I wanted to hang on to it. So cost of goods, $2 on that. The offer was for $14, payouts $11, and then that makes the profit $9.05. It's not a huge moneymaker, but that one's a good enough turnaround for me that we are making progress, building up some money for not a lot of investment. Next up are these jeans. These are like the Levi signature ones. I think they sell these at Target. The cost of goods normally isn't that high, so I priced these pretty aggressively, usually between 18 or 20. I got an offer on these for 13, and I think they were listed for 15. So I accepted that. The payout on that is $10.50. And since these were my husband's, cost of goods $0, but $10 will be a good builder on that. $10 is $10 back in my pocket. Okay. Next is this pair of silk pants. These were part of a bag sale. So my cost of goods I wrote down was like 10 cents, but these are one of those Dillon sack sales. Or I guess if you guys aren't from the Midwest, you won't know what Dillon is, but grocery store sack sales where it's the paper bag, fill it up for $4. Makes a really good deal. But this one, 10 cents cost of goods. eBay, it was listed for like $15. I got an offer for 10, payout $7.37. So I wrote profit as $7.27. And those I've had probably only 3 weeks or so. I haven't had those very long. Next are these really cool. I showed these in my Salvation Army Secret Shoes video, and these shoes, all of the shoes at Salvation Army, I actually just went the other day. They're still having that same sale, but all the shoes are $1. So these looking like the Doc Marten style that are really popular. Their brand is Bass, but I knew they would go quick. Kind of an old school style, that chunky heel look. Still in really good condition with the leather and everything. But those were listed on or sold on Poshmark. They were listed for $35. An offer came in for $33. I accepted, and profit on that, or it pays out $26, so profit's 25. And these sold really fast. They sold in 2 days. People are definitely on the hunt for sandals. This next up piece is this Nike tank. It's pretty cute. I've had this for probably 2 seasons now, and I've been sitting on this for quite a while and it's ready to move it. I don't think I'll be seeking out like tank tops, even with brands. There's really not much potential of as far as margin to make. This one, for instance, cost was $3, sold for $10.50, payout $6.24. So that makes profit $3.24. Sorry, I had to get a drink. My allergies have been driving me nuts. This next item was this thing sold in 2 hours. They are the Birkenstock Big Buckle. They're in new condition, basically. The bottoms were all brand new. Buckle's nice. It's not all worn out on the strap. Doesn't look like they've ever been worn. Even the glue, or the protective coating on the outside of the edge is all still there. So these are size 36 Birkenstocks. $25 is what I paid for them. And I was kind of unsure about paying up for them, but I researched the comps while I was in the thrift store that I was shopping and knew these sell for like $170. So comps of used, even like in used condition, were around 100 to 80. So I had listed these as 100. And within the first 2 hours of me having it listed, I got an offer for $75, which I accepted. Payout 60, so profit was $35 for that pair. And like I said, they sold same day within 2. Okay, next up are these worn loafers. These I showed in my very first video on YouTube, and these were part of a sack sale. Cost of goods, I guessed at $1, but probably cheaper than that. These are in really good, like new condition. No scratches, no signs of wear. Even the bottoms are super clean. But new, these go for like in the 70s on eBay. So I just was pretty aggressive with my pricing. I put them at 49, I think 45, and my eBay store is still on sale for 30% off. And I'm not sure if this came in on an offer or if this sold for, if that's what it calculates out to, is 30% off. But this sold for $34.30, payouts $28.18, and profit is $27.18 on these. And I got these probably a month ago, so not long to turn those around for $27 profit. Next are these, which was from my Salvation Army shoe sale video. Red faux leather cowgirl boots. They're super cute. I have somebody that ordered these for an upcoming farm trip they're going on. Thought that would be cute. And that Salvation Army sale, like I said, they were $1 for all the shoes. So I paid $1 for those. I listed them for $25 and she sent me an offer for $15. These kind of take up a lot of room. So I accepted the offer for $15. The payout is $12 and makes my profit $11. So these only took a week, or actually a weekend to sell. They went pretty bad. My next sale for these, this was really exciting. I got these boots for $25. They're the they're Freebird leather boots. And these are going to my first Facebook sale on Marketplace. And these sold for full price for $135, I believe. Yeah, $135. I put free shipping on all of those listings, just marked them up, just to make it easy on grabbing people's attention of this is free shipping, so it goes faster. On that, $135, and me paying the shipping, the payout on this will be $110, and that'll give me a profit of $85. Or I was going to put these in a bag, but I actually see a little spot here on the toe that I'm going to just shine up a little bit before I package them up. So I just wanted to share that with you. And I want to make sure those go out looking good. So next is, these are really cute. Cut from the cloth floral shorts, which I'm starting to see more and more shorts move. These are size 4 chino cut. I thought they were really cute. I was actually going to wear them myself this summer if nobody bought them. But I was excited that I got an offer so quick. I've had these for, I think, a week and a half. It was on my Goodwill haul video that I shared last week with you. These were, my gosh, sorry, my voice and cough is kind of insane this week, so I apologize for my voice going in and out. But these cost $3.99 at Goodwill. I had them listed for $20. An offer of $17 went out from my app, and payouts $13.22. So I'm going to profit $9.22 for these shorts. Next up is another, let's see. This is just a Gymshark tee. They don't really sell for much, 10, 15 bucks. But this was included in one of a bag sales, so a quarter taking up bag space. I would pick it up every time just because it's still a recognized brand, but I wouldn't pay Goodwill thrift prices for it if they're, $5 or so bucks. It's not worth it. But this one, with it being only a quarter cost, the offer came in for $10. I accepted. It pays out $7.05 and profit is $6.80 on that. And then this next one is a overnight tote bag. I had this as part of my wholesale. I'm not going to unwrap it because it's so nice and new condition in there, but part of my wholesale stuff I had last year. I've been sitting on these for a while and telling you guys about moving out some of my wholesale product and getting that off the door. Cost on that was $30.40 after shipping and everything, and it was listed for $69. The offer came in for $58, so pays out $46. My profit is $16.26 on that. Okay, I guess now I'll go ahead and wrap this one. I think I've told you guys before, I really like oversized poly bags because you really can get a lot of stuff, or big bulky items like jackets or coats. A little messy, but they'll ship a lot nicer and cheaper than a box. So to sum up all of my sales, my total Posh sales for this weekend was $113.61 profit. My Facebook profit was sales were 110. Profit was 85, and then eBay total profit was 75.30. So all in all, grand total was $273.91. And that was just for Saturday, Sunday, and then 2 sales early Monday. Check back in with me later this week. I'll be doing first half of the week and second half of the week sales. So I should be doing Monday, Tuesday, and I'll be sure to share those with you as they come out. Make sure you like and subscribe if you like this kind of content, want to see what's moving in my closet, and please feel free to reach out if you have any questions or comments. Have a good day. Bye.